Hello everybody, welcome back up here. As I promised, this is the video about the new moon to a full moon. For it, technical challenges, new system, but guess what? We are online. I had to twice doing some things, but at the end, you're always finding the answers. You're always finding the situations. And it's the same thing within our lives, when we have challenges, we have situations, and so on for it. And the new moon, what are we talking about? This new moon, as you see it in your charts right here, as you see it in your screens, that relationship right in here, as we talking about, as you see it right up here, this is like a 1 o'clock. We have 5 planets currently at Gemini. Communications, friendships, emotions, everything develop of equality, give and take, and so on and so on. But as we see this new moon, it's coming in with a lesson of a Saturn who is in Pisces. And here is like sometimes you weren't friend to the right people because of something that was triggered within you. Sometimes people were not friendly to you because you, for some reason, some situations didn't understand what love is. It's all about love, money, and understanding of the intuition of the authority. But if you take in that positive energies of this union, it's about the test that it's gonna begin. Because that test is gonna be facing pretty much the whole journey as a within Sag. But we are not gonna have a full moon at Sagittarius. We are going to have the full moon at the first, second degrees of equality of Cancer and Capricorn. So basically, this journey is going to be beginning as that friendshipness of that communications of this things that you have to say, you need to do, and so on. Because as you see it through that 2 weeks period, we are going to be having a lot of challenges coming towards us. Okay, and those challenges that kind of comes in, particularly of you building yourself, you testing yourself, are you the right friend? Because if there is no friendship, there is not going to be no family. I hope that the society finally gets that in there. But now, as we see in it, this is a challenges for all three. Because as you see it in your chart up here, Pluto has these divine energies towards the midheaven up here, but if we adjusting the situation just 1 hour before that, now you see it. You see this red square. That was this limitations. You're gonna see the limitations from within your subconscious. You're gonna be working within that subconscious, of that subconscious level. What is a friend? What is a foe? Am I friend to myself or I am a foe? This is gonna be triggers a lot of emotions, but don't take your emotions towards other people before you looking at from within yourself. That is the purpose of this birth. So this we're gonna be talking about these energies that are gonna comes in, and I'm gonna be talking about particularly this 1 p.m. Energies, because this is how the authority is gonna be travel with the midheaven during this time. We are gonna be dealing with the sun. You're gonna be authorizing what you're supposed to authorizing, while the intuition is gonna begin to work on the issues. The intuition is going to begin to guide you on what you need to do in the family, what you need to do on a personal level as a growth and a wisdom that you need to be, what has to be cleaning out, what has to be fixed, what has to be getting in there from within. Then it's going to be going into the relationships. We're going to go through the shadow system Then we're gonna do some of these expressions that needs to be said. And then we're gonna be meet at the opposite end. Should I work or a family? Is the family is going to work? You know, when you put your family to work so much and so on and so on, just so you can get rich, guess what? Do you have a family? No. But can a family survive without work? No. And here is the power of the oppositions that you has to be learned with this. So overall, the energy is going to be controlled by Pluto. We're talking about the growth between Jupiter and Neptune up here. There's going to be a lot of good things coming in, because as the moon is going to be moving forward, we are going to have Mercury come and joins the Sun and Venus. So with that being said, on the 7th, which is that's going to be the next day, as you see it, the moon, it's moving. She's at the end of Gemini. That energy is going to be squaring Neptune, while this Saturn situation is going to be, I'm not going to let you to do the wrong friendship to this. If you are wrong, apologize. If you are, somebody's been wrong to you, you need to be forgiven, but learn the lesson. Okay? So this is going to be this energies, and the moon squaring Neptune. Some of the view, it's going to be like, but it's got to be my way. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. Yeah, but you don't see what it is. And this is going to be this divine energies from Pluto to the moon that's going to be telling you, hey, you have to have different actions up here. I'm suppressing your actions because your mindset is not in a proper way. I'm going to give you the divine way. This is going to be a divine lessons, guys. Divine learnings that you are going to be getting in there from within yourself. The energy is going to present itself. Okay? So on the next day, which is going to be the 8th, that the energies with Saturn is still going to be continue going on. But now, here is the intuition, okay? The moon is representing the mother. The moon, it is the one that leads down to intuition as she shows what it is. Now the intuitions, which is that's going to be on the 8th, is going to be telling you what is this limitations is within a Saturn. What is this limitations within your subconsciousness, deep rooted within yourself? Is that a culture, religion, beliefs? Immaturity means you haven't grown up. You haven't proper experience. You have not proper learning from people. You never saw it, so you know, to copy it, to understand it, what there is. You have things that you have not seen. And as the moon is going to go through this, it's going to help you tremendously a lot. As still, you know, the Sun and the Venus, they are going to be at 1 degree apart with these energies. But that is going to be those lessons. As the moon is going to be leading you to those lessons, you're going to be seeing it, how the family things is going to be developed. Okay? So how is it they developing? As you see it here, it's the moon. That is a very beautiful 6th house with Jupiter, the growth. It's coming with Pluto. Oh, I'm growing in my subconsciousness. Okay? Here is that good energies with Uranus. Oh, I'm going to put the universe. He's going to give me the right visions, and I will be able to straighten out my intuitions in there. Oh, I'm going to have the right visions. I see the right limitations. Do you see that this is going to be the time of you seeing it? You're seeing it, why all this is it exists. And when you learning that this is a lesson, you will understanding that some of the stuff has to be really, really fixed within you. Alright, so talking about the next day, the moon is going to go through Leo. Then it's going to be opposing Pluto and, of course, squaring Mars. You know, people were not understanding this. You know, it's so hard to go the proper way, because when you start going the proper way, everyone start laughing at you. Everyone start doing some things for you. Oh, you know, This is that energies of this lack of growth, of maturity in there. Okay, so probably some of you who are prematurely matured, you guys know who you are. Talking about those people who are man or a woman at their 18s, 19s. You already have that mentality, that psychic development within yourself. You know what it is. So your intuition is telling you, it's like, okay, I'm following the authority, I'm following this growth that it is, and that helps me to transform because I always been done that. But the people who has not mature, they're gonna have this immature actions in there, but it's gonna say, oh, you aggravated, you agitated. What is it? This has to do. Saturn is gonna be like, I'm not approving this things. I mean, if you hurt other people, the universe gonna hurt you. And these energies in there is gonna show up a lot. So it's gonna be a highly intense day, okay? But that also is gonna show you what can be look like during the Leo season, okay? A lot of lessons is gonna be learned through the Leo season, and of course, it cannot stop the evolutions because Pluto is in Aquarius, okay? You have to thinking a new, different way. All right, as that goes on we are going to be going on through much further within Leo. The growth has been coming in, the growth has been working out. You're learning that this power of love, this seed, it keeps that strong force. That unifications of intuition, love, and authority that he put it together, now it has its pays off. But with that you understanding, now you see this hidden agenda of Saturn from the divine that tells you, well, how you want me to get you to this beautiful positive life when you are not ready and you're acting like you know guys what I mean, whatever it's I can use in there. But the question is, you're gonna understand. And here is that situations of us been talking through this in the astrology reports. That oppositions here, that square here with Uranus. Now Mars is squaring Pluto, Venus is squaring Saturn. You need to be very careful because that shows up. Your personal limitations is in there. It's not about relationship and for one and so on. Okay? You have that energies, you have that unifications, you're understanding. Now it's requiring this test. Okay? That test of the friendshipness that you need to be a friend. And you're gonna be learning through that test. Because with love, you can survive with everything. But if you don't have the love, if you don't have the person next to you, if you're still codependent, the universe says like, no, you have to think different way. And that's what Saturn does. That Saturn is actually helping you right now to heal a codependency issues. Because right now Mars, he feels alone, he feels abandoned, he cannot change. He's like, oh, I have to do these things within the material world. Okay? Venus feels like, oh, I'm just limited, I'm stuck up here, I cannot go any more further, there is no authority right now that can push me, release me, and so on. But if you keep that love, if you keep back in that energies, when the Mars and Venus, they bring together, where the last year, Mars and Venus, they almost got together at Leo, you will understand. It is a part of process of evolution. All right, so as we go in at more further, the moon is gonna be going into Virgo. She's gonna be squaring Jupiter, of course. The growth has to be challenged, but here is the divine energies from Pluto and Neptune that it's gonna come in. If you're Virgo and you have something within those degrees, you're definitely getting those energies earlier. You know what the proper actions is. This is like the nurse going into the warrior who is going over there is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get up and so on and so on. I'm gonna kick him butt, and the nurse says like, yeah, you're gonna kick them butt after we fix you. Right now, you're gonna be listening to me, and you're gonna sit down in the bed. And Mars is like, "Mm, yeah, no, that's how it goes. Because Mars, he wants to change, he wants to go in there. But if you following that energies of the nurse, it's like, yeah, nurse, you're right. I have to be here. I need to listen to this, and so on and so on. I cannot just be in all that and so on. That doesn't help me to heal. This energies is gonna comes in, and be patient with it within yourself. But pay attention here with Venus, the Sun, and Mercury. They're all gonna become squaring Saturn. You don't want to talk about things. You don't want to authorize things. You don't want to listen to love. Why? Because it's a test. Your divine test. Can you be on your own? Can you develop the self-love? Can you be the friend of yours to yourself? And this is what this energy is going to be asking you about. All right. Yeah, still too much energy, red, right? Yeah, it is what it is. But this is going to be the day of the moon is going to be squaring the sun, Mercury, and Venus. That's going to be facing the visions, going to be facing Saturn. This is going to be a heavy energies. All right, you see them. You're going to be asking yourself, where is this authority, deal, what it is going on? Yeah, but that's what the love has to be tested in there. Because the love goes through hell to get to paradise. And most of you is going to be like, I don't need this, I don't want this. I'm going to limit yourself. I'm going to be going in a hermit mode and so on and so on. Let me tell you, an ascendant person, what it does. And looks like it's in a hermit mode. He's introvert. He's like, I'm an introvert. Because when I go to extroverts in there, they don't understand that I'm there to help them to get better in life. And I don't want to socialize with people who doesn't want to get better in life. But with the people who wants to get better in life, I'm with open arms. I'm not an introvert. I'm actually dying for this friendshipness. And this is going to be one of the tests. One part of this test, guys. Alright, so this squaring in there with the Sun, with Venus, and with Mercury comes in, communication, so on. Be mindful about those days. We're talking about 13th, 14th, 15th, and so on. Be mindful because today Lilith joins the moon. And that can create a lot of work from within a shadow. But as we know that energies up here, it's going to be with Uranus, Jupiter, the growth, and Pluto. And now Jupiter and Pluto, they're in beautiful trines, guys. Okay? They're in a beautiful, beautiful trines. And those energies of trines, that's going to be the love is in the air. That helps you to grow. If you outgrow the problems, you're not going to face them again. If you faced them last year, you're not going to be facing them again. Okay? But that's what this is. It's build up about this friendship within you. Okay? Because friends are the one who helps you what? To grow. And if you get in harder on you because you don't want to grow, what kind of a friend are you? When somebody's giving you a hand and you're like, no, I don't want to because it's uncomfortable. But at the same time, if you look at it, that situations, you're not a friend to yourself there. What could you be healed? Well, you have to heal with the universe, and you gotta be thankful to the universe to bring you to this tough moments to show you how to grow. because that world have to mature, not only physically, has to grow an emotional, psychological, philosophical, spiritual world, so we can be growing up as a society, and this society that in the future is going to be going out of space. But we cannot bring this, caveman mentalities with us. You guys see what I'm talking about? That's what this is. It's about the age of Aquarius. We need to reinnovate itself from itself. Alright, as the moon goes by, she's moving into Libra. Balance is the key, of course. The intuition knows how to make balance. With beauty, beautifications, with peace, with love. With setting up the contracts, trying to make the things happen, so on and so on. Within, and is trying to get this positiveness. Okay, this growth. Yeah, the intuition is going to learn, because you're learning what? Through what? Through love. Who is the ruler of Libra? It's Venus. What is she doing now? Oh, she's in a tough spot. Oh, she doesn't want to talk about it. And the masculine energy says authority. They don't know what to talk about it. And now it's like, I'm limited. I cannot do this. Oh, I don't see the visions. I don't see you in me within family. I don't see we are good friends. All this is gonna come in and triggers you, just to test you. Because most of you is gonna be looking at, and it's gonna be like, you know what? I don't like this grass. I'm gonna find somebody else. And when you go to that grass, you find it's the same grass. It's the same lesson. You think that when you're getting with another person in the relationship, you are gonna be solving the issue because it's the problem of the person. No, the problem is probably you. Some of you know what I'm talking about. All right, talking about the next day. Here, limitations. You're gonna know about them. But now, Saturn, it's open up the rings. Saturn, it's open up this occultic knowledge. Saturn is the teacher. He's open up this subconsciousness within you. It's like, yeah, this is what you should have done. With peace and love, understanding. You got that peace and love, and you put that authority in there. What are you talking about this? Can you be getting it without this? And now Pluto is getting the divine energies towards Venus. It's like, hey, we give you this divine love for purpose. Why just not listen to intuition? Hey, authority, why just not listen to intuitions that tells you what the family should be, the relationship, the partnership, the unifications within the people. Okay? You're gonna get it. But right now, all that energy is one of them moves up and up and up. You're gonna finding that those energies here with Saturn, they're gonna be holding for a little bit, but they are force. It's gonna be coming down and down and down, while the visions and the suppressions that it's gonna coming in from Neptune, you're gonna have more and more cloud visions. Why? You would have a great visions if you were listening Pluto. Pluto is very great relationships with Neptune. Because if you change and transform, and you're realizing of where you are within the present, you're not going to be freaking out about the future, and you're not going to be ashamed from your past. Otherwise, things go south. Now you're understanding. Whatever you do in the present, that's what it's matter. And the present, it's going to be the intuitions that comes in and creates this beautiful power of love, peace, serenity, and balance. Balance is the key. All right, so talking about the next day, the moon is going to be going into Scorpio. Of course, divine work in the shadow that it's coming there. Venus is about to cross within together with Mercury, within Cancer. It is about love and communication and talk within the family. This could be a beginning that triggers a lot of the stuff that happens in the family, your immediate family, your extended family, whatever it is. But also, this is gonna be a family within the earth. And now you want to talk about family. Now you want to communicate about family. Now you want to say to everybody what the family should be, and so on and so on, because you learned the lesson. But you didn't see the visions. You may be talking, but now experience. You just learned. But when you get the experience from within the shadow, you know how it feels on the other side. And all that divine energies that it's going to be coming from Jupiter and Neptune towards the moon that it's going to be at Scorpio, this divine energy is going to come into you. You're going to be talking about of what has not been changed. You're going to be talking about these energies of Mars that has been aggravated. You're going to be talking about that this should has to stop. You're talking about the shadow coming to the light. All right, and as we're talking about in the next day, the moon is gonna be trining Saturn. That's gonna be the moment of thank you, Saturn. We appreciate you. And now Pluto is like, oh, hey, hi guys, I'm giving you all these divine transformations here. I'll send you back to learn something. Okay? Neither the Sun, neither Venus, neither Mercury anymore are suppressed by Saturn. Lessons to learn. Things has to go and move forward. And as they moving forward, so it's the moon, you're getting at that energies. Okay? Because finally Saturn is talking about your intuition. Hey, that was a good one. Hey, that was the great one. And the woman's like, yeah, thank you. I know it was tough and rough, but we are passing on it. And Saturn is like, there is a lot more. Okay? This was just the beginning. You passed your 1/4 of the situations. And now you think that you know everything. No, you don't. Come and meet me and I'll show you. Okay? And this is gonna be later on, but not right now. Okay? This energy is gonna be calling you. And you're gonna find out what was this all about when at the moon it's gonna be joining Saturn. Alright. As we are going to go by and the moon is moving forward, now the divine energies from the moon and Pluto get united. You are gonna get this message towards the authority, love, and communications. And there it's like, guys, don't do a premature things. We have more things to do. We gonna find these other conflicts. Don't be so overexcited. Okay, you got the good news, and now you're overexcited, and all of a sudden next day you get in the news that, oh my God, there is a ton some more of work that needs to be done, and now you're like, oh shit, now what? What is that gonna go? What is this? Oh, I don't know. Well, you prepare you for this because that's where the love, the authority, and the intuition works with the divine energies. You're gonna be happy with the soul in there. For those of you who has been working with the synchronizations energies, everything is okay. Those who's not though, you see it. That red triangle, it has been here and it's been following and it's been going on, and you're like, when this is going to end? It's going to end when it's supposed to going to end. Okay? It's gonna last for like at least another week. until the sun gets released with a Neptune. Alright, guys? Alright, so in the next day we are talking about this divine energy. Is going to be even more. That's going to be including right now Venus and Mercury and Mars. Now it's talking, okay, let's figure things out. And who is going to help to figure things out? The both intuitions within both personalities. But within yourself, this is going to be your intuition that you thought that the things was that way. In the reality, within the real intuitions that tell you and show you how the things are as it is, what it is. Okay? And now with Pluto including in there now, you are working your job. You are doing your things that going it forward. You are transforming by you doing revisions of what happened in the past. Okay? And in the next day, we're talking about right now, that's going to be 21st there, divine energies with Uranus. Of course, the universe always has its fingers on all those energies for it. And yeah, just don't take it so within the physical in there. But we are talking about that divine positions. Because your energies, your knowledge, it came from the stars, from the universe. And these locators that Uranus has is taking those energies from the universe and brings them down to us. You need to be thankful because our advancements coming from there. Okay? He is the one, the innovator. He works with the world of the ideas. He works with the energies that you have these aha moments. That it's like, oh my God, I can make this like this, or I can change this and I can tweak this and I can get this and oh, this is gonna work and it's gonna save a lot of people. That's who Uranus is. He's gonna talk to your intuition. But for those who doesn't get that energy, God bless their souls. You ask for a problems, you get in a problems. You have a lack of visions, you have a lack of understanding, and you're fighting the authority of the universe itself. Oh well, wish you good luck. Those who has been fighting, you're going to be triggering so bad energies and vibrations, and that's going to be disaffecting within the family, because the sun is moving into where? To Cancer. And as the moon goes into the full moon as an effect, she's going to be squaring Neptune, is going to be opposing the sun, Venus, and Mercury. And understanding. The intuition tells you everything that is in the half. And some people listen, some people didn't get it. But the moon, it looks for the divine energy of growth. Have you growth within the divine? Pluto says like, hey, authority, go back in there, see what was the divine energies within you. Who gave you that soul? Right? If you get things right within yourself, you're not dealing with those heavy energies. But most of the people is going to be gave up to those heavy energies. It's going to be intensity. Intuition is fighting with love. Intuition is fighting with the authority, and the intuition is fighting with communication. And if there is no communications, how would the situations will be done? And it might be a surprise for you, but the one who's gonna fix the issue, that is the courage. That is the time to rebuild. That is gonna be a Mars and Taurus. Have you have a Mars and Taurus? You know what this energy is? I can heal my wounds and come back in there. I'm strong. I am the bull. You heard me? I'll hurt you twice. But if you love me, I love you twice. Okay? Just so you know that those are down the energies. And as you see it here in the chart, the moon has that beautiful trine with Mars. And Mars has these sextiles with Mercury and Venus. He's like, here how that goes. But Mars is where? In Taurus. Who's ruling Taurus? Venus. Hey, let me remind you, there is a love on 3D. There is a love within the flowers, within the trees, within the rivers, within the sea, within the mountains, within the air, within the clouds, within the grow, the vegetables. Right, that's what it's gonna be. This earth energy, because currently the moon and Mars, they are going to be at the earth sign, and a cardinal change is calling, because those conflicts, okay, of wrong understanding about friendships, they are the one that screw up a lot of stuff. First within you, and a second of all with others. And all this is going to be also coming out through Virgo Libra situations that's in there. We're talking about let's healing so I don't have to bring this into my relationships. It's all connecting, guys. Okay, it's all connecting. And this is the report. I'm sorry the report is not that great. But I'm not sorry for telling you what it is. Because it is what it is. And if you're understanding and living by it, it is what it is. You become so much powerful because you live in the reality. And that's gonna lead you from reality to a real friend. But that real friendshipness can turn to a real family. That real family can turn to a real kingdom. That real kingdom can heal the world. And the world can have a balance. You get it? Got it? Good. Thank you guys for watching. Be love. I'll see you next time.